because I want to look at Nkrumah within the context of world peace, African unity, and a united Ghana. I think people see him for other things, but I think that the story of Nkrumah center stage has not been properly related. And I start with a quote from Nkrumah, which says, "We all want a united Africa, united not only in our concept of what unity connotes, but united in our common desire to move forward together in dealing with all the problems that can best be solved only on a continental basis." This was Nkrumah. Nkrumah left Ghana on the 21st of February 1966. He left to go on a peacemaking mission to help solve the problem of the Vietnam War. He had been invited by the Viet Cong leader, Ho Chi Minh, and the Americans had agreed that during the time that he was out there was not going to be any bombing. Sadly, the fact that he was overthrown before he could even complete his mission leaves most people wondering why the Americans allowed him to go. Was it a ruse so that the minute he left Ghana, they would move in? Or was it because they did not want him to recognize him as a statesman if he finally solved the problem that nobody could do? Indeed, he had assurance of the Commonwealth Head of State Conference who wanted him, a leader in Africa, to provide a roadmap for world peace. This fact is not known by many people. And neither is the fact about the fact that after the Second World War, when there were all sorts of alliances which turned into the Cold War and the dismantling of the Soviet Union and the building up of the Base of Pigs incident and the Russian invasion of Czechoslovakia, there were people who were pushing for all newly independent states to take sides in a war or in a Cold War that nobody knew what was going to happen. Nkrumah and others decided that the best way forward was to steer a middle course. And this is captured in this powerful statement: "We face neither east nor west, we face forward," which is typified by the stance that was taken by the non-aligned movement that unified over 70% of the members of the United Nations, more than half the world's population at the time. The world really owes a gratitude to Nkrumah and Tito of Yugoslavia and Nehru of India and Nasser of Egypt and Sukarno of Indonesia, because without their steering that middle course, nobody knows what would have happened in a very polarized world. And I'll quote again from one of the statements which said that without declaration on promotion of world peace and cooperation, embracing the 5 principles of mutual respect for each other's territory and integrity and sovereignty, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference in domestic affairs, equality and mutual benefit, peaceful coexistence, the world would have been a more polarized one, and their commitment to peace should be applauded, because if we had had a 3rd World War, there would have been certainly an explosion of nuclear power, and we really do not know that when those things happen, there are always unintended consequences, that the people who will suffer will not be the people who have asked for war to take place. So I recognize Nkrumah that he played his part on the world stage. I think we all know about what he did in with African youth.